Hey guys, Third here, and in this video I will be giving you a series of tips in order to improve using the AWP. The AWP is a very situational weapon, and because of that there are a few things I think you should know. So let's begin. Starting off at the buy menu, the AWP is very expensive and can cost you a lot. So always be sure to communicate to your teammates when you're buying an AWP, and make sure others haven't already bought an AWP due to the fact that many maps cannot accommodate multiple people using the AWP, making a rifle a better option. With this being said, always grab an AWP if you see one on the ground at the end of a round. Someone on your team will most likely want it. Now if you find yourself in the role of the AWPer, you need to know good spots to hold, how long it will take you to get there, and your opponent. This is important to know because if you get to a spot before your opponent, then you should simply hold the angle. But if there is a chance the enemy is going to get there before you, you need to decide if you should flash or pre-shoot that spot. When playing Counter-Strike, and especially when using the AWP, you should always be looking for some way to give yourself the advantage. And sort of going along with this always giving yourself the advantage, you need to be patient. If you have an angle covered, don't move forward to look further, because you're just giving away your pre-scoped advantage. Another thing to be cognizant of is double zooming. Just because there are two zooms on the AWP, it doesn't mean that you should be using both of them. The double zoom is good to use when you need to have a really fast reaction time for a target long distance, but the double zoom hinders a great portion of your surroundings, so you need to be careful and think when and what is the best time to double zoom. I suggest knowing for sure someone is watching your open areas before double zooming to focus on one specific area. Sure, they probably should have been watching that area, but if you're looking to win, along with improve your rank, you should always be on your A game and very cautious. The last thing I want to bring to your attention involves making the AWP more accurate. After firing a shot, you need to wait for the animation to completely reset. Although the weapon is ready to fire, there is still sway to the gun and the AWP is not completely accurate yet. A good way to immediately stop the sway is to tap the key in the opposite direction of where you are moving. For example, if you are moving right or strafing right and there is an enemy you need to shoot at fast, tap the left key and the AWP will completely stop and be accurate. This method also carries over to weapons such as the AK and is generally called strafe shooting, which is extremely effective, especially for peeking areas and pre-shooting. Anyways, I hope you guys learned something, and if you did, please consider subscribing along with checking out some of my other content, but until then I will see you in the next one.